Oh, that's a really good coat. Holy shit.
All the jokes I tell are stolen.
Yeah, check this coat out I got. It, fucking 5.1 Fahrenheit.
Mm.
Like, it's a bit heavy, but everything else is, like, super good. Like, compared to that, it's like a whole degree
just
better.
remove
like.
that one, break down that one, and
Yeah, that's awesome. That one's less. That's a better one. So I'm just going to break this down, this one.
and then use it to repair the new one.
Cool. I'm harvesting in the dark as well. Like, I don't know when we gained that ability.
Yeah, maybe it's a level up ability.
They're terrible harvesting. Ooh, leather.
Ooh, leather.
Get out of your ass, boy. Assless chaps. I know they're better, but they weigh 3 times as more.
I mean, they're not that much better, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're 0.1 better. So
Fuck it. Just crunch it up into
It's not
it.
worth it, and they're worse at everything else as well. So
Yeah, that's true.
So
Crunch.
yeah, use that, repair your clothes, and then see what because you're 17% protection at the minute.
So I could break it down, but I can't repair in the dark. Make your mind up, game.
I think they're different skills.
One is ripping, one is existing. Rip, lick, and stick. Da, 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 da. Hey, everybody, guess what? Yeet. Thank you for your time. Let me just check this a second. Yeah, that is coming out quite nice, actually. So we're basically on day 14 now. Dude, this is like easily twice as long as how I've lasted in other versions. I don't think I've ever survived longer in a game.
What's the longest you lasted on PlayStation? Because that's what you have it on, isn't it?
Like 8 days.
8 days.
Was
Yeah, we're nearly twice as long.
It's
If
very
we're 14, that's twice 7, so
It's real good.
you're taking that 2-minute silence thing to the next level.
To the new Supreme.
Just completely don't talk and everyone will watch.
That's the trick. No, I was thinking because I'm not doing much on this bit, so I figured I'd leave it quiet so that you just...
Cut it.
Yeah. You just sort that out.
Yeah, because you know I don't actually pay attention to the video.
Yeah.
I just look at the sound bars and be like, oh, okay, we talk there.
Nice.
I'm too lazy an editor for all that stuff.
I mean, you haven't started on the second one yet, have you?
Not yet, no.
Burned out. Come on, game, don't fuck with
I've
me.
got a day off tomorrow, since I've been able to do this today. So I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'll work on day 2 tomorrow.
Nice.
Day 2, stream 2 tomorrow.
Cool.
The no comedy stream.
Would you rather do one long ass stream, or when we get to 2 hours, stop and then do again if we get more?
Well, I got church at 7, so we're on the time limit anyway, and it's 5:30 now. So if we stop at 7, if we stop at 6:30 to 7.
Yeah, it's gotta go anyway. Yeah, I follow you. Okay, that's cool. Recycle the can. Perfect. Just get all these done anyway. Past time.
I mean, we've got 8 episodes out of stream 1, and that was, how long was that stream? Was that 3 hours?
That was a while, yeah, wasn't it?
And then stream 2, when we had Rachel here, was even longer. That was like 4 hours or 5 hours, wasn't it?
I think each one was 3 hours a piece. I think.
No, I feel like the stream of Rachel was a lot longer.
I think it was 3.5 hours, maybe. Close to 4. It wasn't crazy.
It was a whole meal, like as in a whole meal A, and then not go long enough to get hungry again for another meal. Like it was long enough for that, which for me is about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeet. I'm not too sure.
Alright, cool, brilliant. Awesome input.
Good input. Get the fuck out.
This is such an entertaining stream.
Hey, that's how we get views, man. Be being shit. That's what all the other guys are doing. What else are we doing? Right. Oh, let me make a map a second.
Even though they're useless.
Yeah, but it might be okay. Low visibility. Why am I...
Because it's a blizzard.
I thought I heard something now.
It's an Activision. Here's something good, here's something bad.
You sound like a sheep, but I think I must have just misheard something.
I think you're just being overly Welsh.
Where are they? I need to eat them. Bite their succulent head.
Which one?
Bell piece. Hey, that's pretty cool. Kill him. Drink that. Nice warm coffee. So we're stuck in here. Hey, it's a good thing we got infinite resources.
I mean, how long has that blizzard been going on for now?
This is day 2.
How long do they normally last?
Anywhere up to 3 days.
Hmm.
It is absolutely possible.
That can be that's brutal. That can be.
Yeah, we'd have to it could potentially get to the point where we'd actually have to leave this location to during the blizzard.
Yeah.
Like that could be a thing. Like I don't see that happening, pretty much. But I think if it did really go south, that could happen. I can't see that being the case though. We should be alright. Didn't I put fuel in here again? Didn't, apparently.
Is it in the one next to it?
Okay, is that... Oh, there it is. Good job. For some reason, I thought they were under the same one.
No, you ran out of space in the first one.
Fuel. Alright, awesome.
Running out of fuel.
Yeah, definitely. That's concerning. I'm not going to touch that anymore, because we definitely need at least one...
Yeah, we want to keep that for emergency nighttime travel or something.
At least one tank of it, like...
Could use a flare.
Take all that. Yeah, we could use a flare, actually. We got a couple of those.
Okay. If we got a full fuel... if we got a fully fueled... lantern, then I think we can spare a couple flares.
That's true.
A couple gene flares.
We want to use them on a long piece, though, I think.
Mm.
When it gets like to a point where it's definitely a lot. Once I start biting into these reserves, I think we're definitely going to start needing to move out. So we spend another day inside this cabin. This is the whole thing is just getting stuck. 70%. Okay, long johns don't protect you from wolf bites. Write that down. Not don't you worry about that. Okay, fine. I'd say
you hag leather.
I put it in the e-box, but it's already like above 90, so
No.
we're never going to realistically need it. Can I repair that? Requires that.
You don't have a hacksaw anymore, do you? It's at 77% condition though, so I wouldn't worry.
Yeah, I can't see it making that much difference really being repaired by that much. I don't think it would anyway. Let's use some purifier pills. Just get
Like
whatever.
what?
Oh, we got some. We had some stinking water, which I just fixed up. So, yeah, it's okay. I like that sound. You can't hear it, but it's like a crunchy sound when you touch the can. It's like it's quite funny.
You're the only one wearing headphones for the game, since you're the one playing it. Oh, I like this sound.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Can you imagine it? I need you to close your eyes a minute, Jack.
I'll hear it in editing.
I can show you the world. Indescribable crunch noises from the game. Come, me princess. Chomedy. This can be the chomedy stream. Last time wasn't chom.
Yeah, last time was a non-comedy stream.
Yeah. There's no wood here to fucking break anything down. It's all metal. This is some industrial steampunk room. I disagree. I wish I could jump. I feel like I'm missing out on so much by not jumping.
It's the lack of jumping and the weird lighting are the two things that really... Oh, no, and the crafting system are the three things that really let this game down. It's because it's completely brilliant in everything else it does. But the lighting being indoors anyway, the indoor lighting being really skewiff, to use a very old-fashioned word, really doesn't help it any. The lack of jumping, it's just such a weird thing to not be able to do. I understand if you have really heavy clothes on, you won't be able to jump high, So I can fine, but even when you're naked, you can't jump. So, and 3, the fact it takes you. How long did it say it would take to craft 1 bow and 1 arrow?
Well, to get the ingredients, you're looking at about 2 days for the cube gut alone. And then it's about 3-4 hours per arrow, and then 3 hours of crafting time. No, 6 hours of crafting time for the bow and arrow. So you're looking at least about 3 days to get a working bow and arrow.
With just one bullet.
And 1 bullet, yeah. 4 days if you want to stock up a little bit. It's actual fucking joke. And I am just plum tucker fucked, because I'm like...
Stuck in a blizzard and can't move.
And I got all these calories, like, and I feel like I'm just kind of wasting them by...
I got all these calories.
I'm wasting them by not utilising it, if you know what I mean.
Look at all the calories I have.
Calories.
It's still going to be fat by the time we actually get to leave.
Oh, I know. Let's just eat these. Just bump that up a bit more. I mean, it's okay, but like, not at the same time. Right, where's the shelf? There we go.
I was at a party last night, Mitten's party, and he had like 4 more people there than I'm comfortable with. Because when I do like a party, I like it to be, not including me, about 5 people or less. That's my social limit. So he had about 8 people there, including me, which is 3 or 4 more than I like. I can't do maths. And they were drunk before I'd even got there, 2 of them. So they're all loud and thinking that everything is hilarious. And it's not that what they were saying was particularly unfunny. It just wasn't as funny as they think it was either, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just being stood there, listening to these jokes that are kind of okay, but they're not anything worth actually. It's a nose exhale joke as opposed to a ha-ha joke.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
like that kind of joke.
It's a sort of a recognition laugh as opposed to an active laugh. But they're laughing at it as though it's a proper, full-time joke told by a professional comedian because they're drunk and that's extremely funny to them now. So now I have to go along with finding it funny, because if I don't, I'm seen as a sour sort who doesn't find jokes funny. And it's like, no, I find jokes funny. It's just that you're telling them badly, and 2, you're drunk, so you have an inflated sense of what is funny. Like, if I showed them an actual comedian, they probably would have died.
Would have lost all lung capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
And so
where did you go to the party? Where was that?
I was at Mitten's house. Matthew.
Yeah.
And he, so there's me, him, and his girlfriend there. Then there's Chesney and his girlfriend, who I like. Although whenever they get drunk, I hate them. But then there was 4 more people there, who I wasn't fully aware of. Now the girl I quite liked, I've forgotten her name, but I quite liked her. Not in that way, just generally. But the one guy, apparently he knew me, like he remembered me from school. He was in my primary and secondary school. I didn't remember him at all. I had no recollection of... Unless you were in my immediate circle in school, I don't remember you. Because you either bullied me, or... you either bullied me, or you just were indifferent, and therefore I had no reason to, talk to you.
Background people.
And I've completely blocked off memories of school anyway.
Day 15. By the time it gets daylight, we're going to be on day fucking 16. So we spend 3 days...
In a cabin.
In a cabin.
Again.
This happens way too often. Right. I just ate the healing tea. Bring my mood up a bit. Let's have some buzzing crackers. And...
Have you ever been the only non-drunk at a party? Or non-tipsy, at least?
Yeah. There's been a couple of times where I've gone out on a night out and not been drunk. I kind of prefer
drive
it.
home, I guess.
Yeah, is it like you've got to drive home or just don't want to be or anything like that really?
I prefer. See, I have to be with the right people though. See,
Yeah,
I can go to a party and not drink. I've gone to many and not drunk because I just don't drink in general. But I have to be with the right sort of people to go along with what their vibe is. You know.
yeah,
So when you don't drink, for the two people who are watching this, when you don't drink and you go to a party where people are drinking, you just sort of have to go along with the mood. Like you just have to ride the train, but still be with it. I've always seen it as being silly like them, and doing stupid things like them, but still having enough faculties to know when something is too, when something is damagingly silly or too outrageous or illegal to
Yeah.
do. That's how I've always seen it. But I have to be with people who share my level of silliness.
yeah. You can't be around people that are just completely out of it, where you're basically the only sane person and you're like almost responsible for everyone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like that last night. But their level of silliness or their level of whatever isn't on my level. Like it's not the same vibe. Matthew's idea of being silly is folding a frying pan because look how strong I am. But to me, that's just fucking it's not. I don't care. Silliness for me is like Jackbox party games and doing weird poker rules and things like that. Not strip poker. It's not my thing. But
Get your cock out poker.
like weird clauses for doing a bad hand or folding or things like that. That's my sort of silly. But if you, yeah, but they just weren't on that level for me. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. I'm in that kind of boat as well. Like I've had, not even for 1 hour game, I've had times where I've just gone out and not been drunk, like the only sober person there.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, especially when you're out, like on the town, because it's like you just see all these fucking just idiots, and you're just like, wow, like it's like kind of being on the outside looking in. It's really fucking weird to describe. It's like imagine going back in time in like a kind of invisible pod and seeing what everything was like back in the day.
Most of my life is outside looking in, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's cool because it's like you have the ability to kind of pull yourself out of any situations or avoid people that look kind of
Shady.
wonky and stuff. So you feel a lot safer. And I've never been around people that are completely paralytic anyway.
No, I've never.
Anyone I'm hanging out with are usually pretty on the ball, so they're easy to be around. So it is cool in that respect. I don't mind that. I've never had any major problems really with things like that. I do prefer it. I don't mind letting go sometimes and just kind of having a little drink and just enjoying myself, but it is rather rare. Now we are starting to run out of meal deals here, boy.
Meal deals.
Yeah, me.
And I know because I've only seen you drink twice, I think, and both times you got tipsy after the first two.
Oh yeah, I'm super lightweight as well.
Yeah, and I probably am as well, but I don't drink, so I wouldn't know. I've sipped things I've had a sip of someone else's whatever. I had an entire can of rum and coke once, and I felt odd after just that.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm a lightweight, but it's because I just don't drink. I assume you don't drink much either, which is why you're.
Yeah, not really. No, I wouldn't consider myself. I mean, if I go out, I can. Got to be in the mood really, and it's not something. It's not something. Yeah, definitely not. And it's not something I can. I need to rely on, because I know a lot of people where they go out, they need a drink.
Yeah.
Because they just feel awkward or it doesn't feel right or they think it's silly.
That's not me either.
Yeah, I don't care much about that.
Are you like John or Connor, who will have maybe a glass of wine before bed at the end of the week or something? Are you one of those people, or?
No, I
wine
never.
Is the, I say wine. It's probably
just like a can maybe or something like that. Yeah, no, nothing like that. I get nothing out of just a casual kind of drink in the house or anything like that. Doesn't appeal to me at all. There's times when maybe if I'm in a particularly foul mood, I might have a drink.
You might get steaming drunk and beat up all the women around you.
No, like I might have a drink, but the most recent one I can think of in memory was maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks back, a couple months back. I come home from work and it was really fucking...
I knew it would be recent somehow.
Yeah, it was work recent. But basically, I came home and just got the bottle of vodka from my fridge, which is a really nice premium vodka, which is mine, but I just don't drink it. I've had like a little bit of like Coke and vodka out of it.
Yeah.
But it's over halfway. Just ice cold, flipped the bottle open, had basically a mouthful and just dropped it down me. Wasn't enough to get me drunk, but it was because vodka's extremely strong and just wild and just a nasty ass peach.
Oh yeah, I've had a sip of it, like raw.
Yeah.
A sip, and I felt weird after that.
It's like burny and horrid.
It really does feel like
But it's
you've
like...
drank bleach and
Yeah.
it's burning your insides out.
But it was that kind of like, I feel like shock to the system, kind of just kick in the gut.
Yeah.
That I just kind of brought me out of that kind of annoyed mood I was. I was just like, fuck it, let's have this. Boosh, have that, you cunt. And I felt alright then after that. It was like kind of...
Isn't there a fire barrel around the corner?
Yeah, there is actually, yeah. I don't know if that's any better or not, but I feel like I'm burning daylight doing this. Yeah, you know what? I don't actually need to do this. At least not here anyway. Let's check my wood real quick.
I'll always remember that time. I can't remember what the occasion was, but you and John were drinking here.
Oh, that's fine.
And you sat down and you like did a opened the can, made the noise and went, smells like my dad.
Yeah.
Which gave far more insight to your childhood than anything you've ever said.
Yeah, that's true. That's very real. Broken voice. God damn it! Be a man, you puss. Yeah, no, that's true though. Dad's alcoholic. Yay. Ooh, some kind of orchard. Oh, a farm down there. And a road.
Interesting stuff.